Hey, hey, welcome back to another workout together. I'm excited to go through a strength training workout with you guys today. This one is going to be great for all ability levels. I'll give you a couple seconds to join me live. This will be a simple routine, but it's kind of surprising how sometimes something simple can still be really, really challenging. And that's what I kind of want to show you today. Just simple movements done with impeccable technique and good form, hey guys, can still be super challenging. So that's what we're going to work on today. You will need a pair of dumbbells. I've got a pair of 20s. It might be pushing for some of them. For some of the exercises, you might want to grab something that's kind of medium height or medium heaviness. Not your absolute heaviest dumbbell, but definitely not light either. I want you to feel challenged. Have a couple pairs handy if you do have some other levels of weights handy, just in case you need to go up or down, okay? So let's begin with a good dynamic warm-up together. We're gonna start over on the wall, start with something familiar with our leg swings, okay? So let's start there. So standing up nice and tall, good posture, making sure you're not rounding or hunching at all. We're gonna do 8 leg swings forward and back with our inside leg. Make sure that your foot stays nice and flexed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and spin around, and we're going to do the other side. Foot stays flexed. Pelvis shouldn't move. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Face the wall now, and we're going to go side to side. Swinging across and then out to the side. Good tall posture. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's switch legs. Foot stays flexed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. And 8. Okay, plant your feet nice and firm. We're going to find your bent over position with your hips pushed out behind you and your torso dropped towards the floor. Let's prop your knees open with your elbow pressed against the inside of one knee, your hand pressed against the inside of the other knee. Sit down into it so you feel like you're in a nice squat. Your other fingertips will touch the floor. We're going to reach up high to the side, really opening that rib cage up. Bring it back down. Each time we reach, let's go a little higher into it. There's 2, 3, 1 more. Here's 4. Okay, switch sides. Prop this knee open. Other hand. Reach high. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Go ahead and push through your legs to stand up. Hands are going to go on the back of your head. Press your elbows back. Chest pushes forward. We're going to sit down into your squats. Hips go back behind you. Knees stay open. 1. Push through your heels. 3, 4, 5. 3 more. 6, 7. Last one. There's 8. Bring your arms down. Place your hands on your hips now. Feet together. Stand up, stop up tall. Good posture. We're going to do a curtsy lunge or a cross behind lunge. Let's drop 1 foot behind you, stepping back. The further cross behind you are, the more pressure it puts on your knee. So don't go so steep of a cross behind. Just come at like a 45-degree angle or less. Let's do 8 of those. 1, 2. This front foot should stay perfectly flat on the floor. This knee can fold open a little bit as you come down. 5, 6, 7, really sink into that stretch back here. There's 8. Let's go the other way. You'll definitely notice that one side does this a little better than the other side. 3, totally normal. 4, keep this foot planted flat. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so now we're going to do a bunch of silly walks. This is going to be like the ministry of silly walks. Your balance is going to be challenged a little bit, and you're going to have to really focus on a good focal point, okay? So, standing up straight, grab your knee, hug it into your chest, and then see if you can onto your tippy toe of the other foot. Let go and step forward. Grab the other leg, squeeze it in, tippy toe. Step forward. Grab the knee, tippy toe. Step forward. Grab the knee, tippy toe. Step forward. We're going to keep going. I'm turning around. Going a little quicker now. Make sure you're pointing up straight to the ceiling. We're going to go back again. Up on the tippy toe. Make sure you're walking in a straight line, not zigzagging across your floor. Turn it around, coming back. Last couple reps here. And last one there. Okay, so now we're going to change it up. We're going to walk again. This time we're going to do hip circles as we walk. So the leg is going to come from behind and circle forward, okay? Making sure that as you do this, you're not tipping around. Keep your body upright, perfectly nice and straight. We're going to bring the leg from behind, circle it forward, step it down. Do the other side. Circle it around, step it down. Circle it around. Trying to get bigger and bigger with those circles as much as you can. Swinging it from behind. Get your balance good. Reach. Reach. We're going to do one more lap of that. Keep going. Keep your focal point nice and firm. You've got to engage your core. Fire up your core to keep you moving really steady. You should be feeling all those hip muscles too. Keep going. Nice big circles. Let's go one more. Perfect. Okay, plant your feet flat. Perfect hip width apart or a little bit wider like a good squat. We're going to swing all the way down and back. Hands go back behind you. Weight is back in your hips. Lift up onto your tippy toes at the top. Another chance for you to balance. And then right back onto your heels. Tippy toes to heels. Tippy toes, back to heels. And to make sure you're coming back on your heels, when you're all the way down, see if you can raise your toes. So see if you can wiggle your toes when you're down here. Up onto your toes, down onto the heels. Keep going. We're going to go 5 more of these, kind of quicker. 3, 4, there's 5. Okay, good job, you guys. You should be nice and warm and feel like, okay, everything is loosened up and ready to go. Grab a quick sip of water, and then we're going to meet down on the floor to do some core work to begin with. So let's find a position on your hands and knees, what's called the quadruped position. So everything is squared up like a good square underneath your body. Make sure your hands are not too far out in front of you, not too far behind you. Okay? Also, let's check in with your low back. I want to make sure that you're not rounded or too arched. Often when we get here, our core is not engaged and our midsection is just kind of drooping down. So pull your belly up towards your spine, engage your midsection a little bit, pick one leg to extend straight out behind you. This is going to look like a bird dog, but it's not. Press that leg straight back. Push the heel back really firm. Make sure that your hip is not going up or down. That leg is not going up or down. Take the opposite hand on the back of your head like a prisoner position, but make sure that you did not lose that control through your midsection. This is pulled up really firm. Now you could just stay right here holding this balance, or we're going to add a little movement to it. Without moving your leg, move just your shoulder and your elbow, reach it under, and then back up as high to the sky as you can without that leg dropping down, okay? Reach under, back up high, keep your belly pulled in, go again, under, up high. We're going to go 3 more. 1, 2, keep your low belly pulled in. 3, good job. Set that hand down. That leg can come down. You'll feel your glutes working. Double check, make sure you're not sagging or arching your back. Pull your belly in, extend one leg straight back, push that heel back. Opposite hand goes on the back of your head. Tuck your elbow, reach it up. Tuck your elbow, reach up. That back leg should not be moving at all. It's really firm and holding steady in space. Let's go 2 more. Reach. Reach. Good job. Okay, relax from there. Come down onto your elbows like a nice plank position. Fingertips are spread so you have good contact with the floor. We're going to extend your legs out straight. Lower your hips into place so you're in a nice plank. You could stay here and just keep working on your plank and just set your knees down and then press them back up. But if you know that you've gotten your planks down pretty good, let's see if we can raise one leg up, set that leg down, raise the other leg up, but don't move anything except that leg. And you're not raising it very high. It's just enough to feel that glute squeeze, but not so high that you're arching your back. Keep your shoulders right over your elbows. Raise it, exhale, set it down. Raise the other leg, exhale, set it down. Other leg, exhale, set it down. One more on this side, exhale, set it down, set your knees down. Good job. So the tendency there with that plank is that as your leg raises, your low back is going to want to arch too. So you have to fight that and make sure that you're raising your leg without allowing your low back to arch, all right? Let's go back to that first one we did. So on your hands and knees, extend one leg straight back, keep your belly pulled in, engaging your core muscles here. Should be 50-50 weight over the hand and the knee. Opposite hand is on the back of your head. Let's go 6 reps. Wrap it under, unwrap up. 1, 2, don't move that back leg. 3, 4, 5, 6. Set it down. Switch sides. Grip all around. Shoulders packed. Press under. Unwrap it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 6. Good job. Find your plank position again. Once again, you can just keep working on your planks, just setting your knees down, straightening out, setting down, straightening out, or we can do these hip extensions. Let's pick your right leg up, set it down, left leg, set it down. Just keep going until I say stop. Tight little squeezes, just enough to lift the leg, enough to feel your glute engaging. Keep your neck relaxed, core pulled in tight. Low back should feel flat, not arched. Let's go one more on each side. Last one there, set it down. Good job, you guys. Grab a little bit of water. We're going to move on to where we're going to need our dumbbells now. Now our core is fired up. Core is engaged, ready to support us for the things that are a little bit more demanding. The exercises that need a little bit more coordination coming from our hub, coming from our core. So it's always helpful to do some core work first so that we have a strong base of support for more challenging exercises. Grab your dumbbells, okay? I want you to choose a weight. Hopefully you already made your pick, but we're going to choose a weight that you can push overhead. And for many of us, that is our limiting factor, is getting the weight pushed overhead. If you cannot push overhead, okay, our exercise is going to be a squat to press. So we're going to squat down, stand up, and push up. If you cannot get it overhead, you can skip that part. Choose a much lighter weight. Or if you have one shoulder that bothers you, just push one arm overhead, okay? Now, as we're squatting, a couple things. I want your elbows to stay up. Don't let them droop. This is a classic front squat. Classic weightlifting position, okay? Elbows are up. Do not let them droop. Keep them up. Chin needs to be level with the ground. Don't look down. If you look down, your whole body is going to follow you and your torso is going to tip forward. Keep your elbows up, chin up. Sit down and back with your knees open. Push up. As you push the weight overhead, you should feel like you have support from the front and the back. Glutes are tight, abs are tight. As you push overhead, you should not do that. You should be really firm, okay? You ready? Weights up on your shoulders. We're gonna try for 10, okay? So here we go. We're gonna squat down, stand up, squeeze, and push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to count to 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more, guys. 5. Good job. Let your weights hang. Okay. We're going to do split squats. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Sit up straight. Tuck your tail under. Nice flat back. Sink all the way down. Push through your front leg to straighten back up. 10 of these. 2, 3. Shoulders should be perfectly level. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch sides. Sit up tall. Shoulders back. Tuck the tail under. 10 of these. Push through that front leg, especially your heel. 2, 3, 4. You should be able to wiggle your toes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Set the weights down for just a second. Shake your hands out. Give your grip strength a little bit of a rest. Grab them again. We're going to find our bent over position. So that is just like we did in the warm-up with the reaches. That's the same position. You're pretty low, actually, okay? We're going to grab both weights and pull them back so that your elbows are actually at like a 45-degree angle. Don't have them up here. Do not have your neck up tight. Long, elbows back. That's our pull. And it should feel like you're squeezing your shoulder blades together as you pull back. 10 reps. Strong core in your bent over position. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Set them down. Remember that bent over position can sometimes feel a little cranky. If you need to come up out of it and reset, making sure that you're not too arched or too rounded, but that happy middle, that's where you need to be. Grab one dumbbell. You just need one. We're going to hold it at your chest like a goblet. So hold it under the fat end. Attach it to your chest. Make sure it's touching. Plant your feet wide with your toes slightly more in than your heels. We're going to keep one leg straight, stick straight as we sit back into the hip of the other leg, and see if you can go deep enough so your elbow touches that knee, but your torso is not turned. Keep yourself straight forward. Push off that leg, go again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we're going to 10, 8, 9, and 10. Other side, you shouldn't have to switch your feet. 1, don't turn towards the leg. Keep yourself straight forward. Sit back in your hip. 2, toes should be able to wiggle. 3, 4, 5, Just my one elbow is touching. 6, 7. You can try exhaling to rise. It helps stiffen things up a little bit more. Last rep right here. Good job. Set your weight down. Grab a quick sip of water. Catch your breath. We're going to do a few less reps this next time, okay? That was only 4 exercises. I know it felt like a lot more because we were using a lot of body parts. A lot of arms, a lot of squatting, hinging, lunging positions. So it feels like so many more than just 4 exercises, which is awesome because it means that we're really efficient. We're getting a lot of work done with just 4 exercises. Okay. Deep breath. Deep breath. Let's go back to our squat to press. If you need to grab a slightly lighter weight, you can, but it is going to be fewer reps. We have just 8 reps, okay? Remember, elbows stay up, chin stays up, sit really far back into your chair. Here we go. Push, push. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just counting to 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Let the weights hang. Now this one we can either do a split squat or we can step back into that split squat position and come back up out of it. Your choice, okay? Either keep your feet planted or turn it into a reverse lunge. Either way, 8 is our count. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Should be able to wiggle those front toes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch your front foot. Here we go. Good posture. Make sure you don't arch your tail. Straight back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Carefully set the weights down. Shake your wrists out. Grab them again. Bent over position. Nice and deep with your chest. Good core support from the front. Your abs are what are supporting your low back. 45-degree angle with your elbows. 8 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay low. 6, 7, 8. Good job. Set one dumbbell aside. Grab the other one like a goblet. Plant it wide. Toes slightly more in than your heels. Sink deep. Elbow touches. 1, 2. Push through your outer edge of your foot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set your weights down. Good job. Grab a little bit of water. We've got another round though. This time we'll do 6. We are not working our way all the way down to 2. I promise. We just have one more round of 6 reps. I'm not going to give you much of a rest this time though. I want to keep that cardio going. If we keep moving, your oxygen requirement starts to stack. And that's where we really get that cardiovascular effect without having to go for a run, right? Your heart rate right now and your respiratory rate probably feels like you've been running. That's awesome. Okay, back to squat to press. 6 is our count. Keep your elbows up, your squat low. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Just count to 3 again. 1, 2. Last rep. 3. Okay, split squats or reverse lunges. Your choice. Either way, go ahead and go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your core tight. 4, 5, 6. Switch legs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set the weight down. Shake it out for a minute. Just release some of that tension through your neck. Okay, here we go. Grab them again. Bent over rows. Get yourself low. People always do these 2 upright. Get down there. Okay? Here we go. 6 rows. 1, 2. Tuck your chin. 3, 4, 5, 6. Set one dumbbell aside. Gobble it up. The other one. Plant it wide. Heels wide. Sink deep inside. 1. Deep to the side. 2. Keep it going. 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. Okay, set your weight aside. Give yourself a hand. Grab a quick sip of water. We're not done. Okay, we're actually going to go back to the core exercises that we started with. So we're going to revisit those 2. The thoracic rotation balancing and the plank. I want you, it's going to be harder to hold that balance, harder to hold that core strength, but I want you to fight for it and really expend a lot of effort to make it look good, okay? Back down on your hands and knees. Big deep breaths. Let's check in with all the positions, making sure that everything is lined up square. Spread your fingertips so you have good contact with the ground. Grip the floor with your finger pads. Press down into it. Pick a leg, extend it straight back without it tipping or arching your back. Put the other hand on the back of your head. Without moving your leg, let's wrap that elbow under. Reach it up high. 1, 2, 3. Keep your core pulled in tight. 4, 5, 6. Good job. I always find that it really, really helps with that back foot if I'm really flexing that foot, pushing my heel back firm. If my ankle is relaxed, I don't get as much control over my legs. So push your heel back really hard. Switch sides. Wrap your elbow under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. Find your plank. Down on your elbows. Once again, finger pads pressing into the floor. Extend your legs back. Once again, you can just keep working on knee pops where you're just popping your knees up. Otherwise, let's pick a leg up, set it down. Don't pick very high, just like 3 or 4 inches off the ground. Sometimes the tighter, the more control, the more challenging. Do not let your pelvis move. It should not flop side to side, should not arch. Let's go 2 more each side. 1, 1, 2, 2. Set the knees down. Let's settle in for a really nice child's pose real quick. Big deep breaths. Relax your shoulders. Let all your muscles just kind of turn off for a minute. Okay, if you have one handy, grab a foam roller. We're going to foam roll real quick. I'm going to use my pink one so you can see it really good. Okay, so we're going to start on your shins. So you're kneeling on your roller. Give your wrists a little bit of a break. I know that sometimes weightlifting, gripping and holding weights, getting up and down off the floor, it can put a lot of pressure on your wrist. So even when you're foam rolling, just try to be gently on your fingertips. Try to not put a ton of weight through the heel of your hand. Lean more to one ankle, kind of feeling those attachments right above the ankle joint. Start to shimmy over towards the other ankle, feeling the outer ankle right at the base of your shin. Let's go ahead and go all the way up to your quads now. Come down on your forearms. We're going to roll all the way from knee up to your hips. Take the full line. Let's tip your body just a little bit to the left so you kind of get inner thigh of one side, outer thigh of the other leg. That might reveal some areas that have been overlooked. Generally, it's that inner thigh right on the inside cap of your knee. Let's do the same thing the other way. So just shift your weight sideways and get more outer thigh of one side, inner thigh of the other leg. Let's go ahead and go totally outer thigh of one side, and we'll do your IT band. So laying directly along the side seam of that thigh. We're going to push all the way from hip all the way to knee. And I know that this one can feel so clumsy, and all of this can feel really clumsy and difficult at first, but it will come. Even if you just do like 2 or 3 swipes on each section, the next time is going to be a lot easier. Time after that will be a lot easier. It gets better as you go. Let's switch sides now. We'll do the other thigh. Extend one leg out totally straight, so it should be nice and straight in line. You don't want to be bunched up with that leg kicked out in front of you. Get it out straight, okay? Roll all the way from hip to knee. If you want, you can focus a little bit more at the top, up by that hip crest, up into your hip flexor a little bit. You might feel some up there. Or you can turn your attention more down by the knee, which is sometimes intense. Let's do your glutes now. So we're going to sit on the roller, feet planted wide, like a good comfortable seat. Place one hand behind you. You can be up on your fingertips if you need to be. If your right hand is back there, put your right leg up, or the way it looks to you, it looks like my left and left. We're going to roll around on that hip. Should feel like you're able to feel like the layers in your hip socket. Nice, good circle motion. Your heart rate should now be fairly normal. You'll still be warm. We're still creating that heat. That heat is all the metabolic processes happening. It's all the cells operating. They create heat, they use energy, and that's the heat that you feel. The more cells in your body that are doing jobs and working and have jobs, the higher your metabolism. So you can think of your metabolism basically as like a factory factory output. The more people you have working in your factory, the more production, right? Okay, hands on the back of your head. We're going to lean to one side, feeling the edge along one shoulder blade. Go ahead and lean the other way. Feel the edge along the other shoulder blade. Big deep breaths. Okay, get rid of your roller. Done with that for now. Let's finish up with some good stretches, you guys, and just get a really nice, good mobility, flexibility work in. I want you to set up in this 90-90 stretch, okay? So, it feels like we have one leg kind of kicked out behind us, and then the other leg is in front of us. And the closer your heels are to your body, the easier this position is, okay? So, we're in this 90-90 position. I want you to pick your hips up just a touch and see if you can send your butt out behind you a little bit. I don't want your glutes like tucked up underneath you, all right? You've got to have your tail extending out behind you a little bit more. Now, lift your chest up, and this might be enough of a stretch. You're going to get this on this outer hip. But if you want to go a little deeper, bring your chest straight forward over that front shin. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Rise on up. We're going to flip knees, flip sides. Let's find that same position on this side. Sit up tall. Make sure that your glutes are tipped out behind you, not tucked under. Lift your chest and then reach forward. Inhale. With every inhale, it should feel like you're lifting your chest. On the exhale, you extend. Go ahead and rise back up. We're going to find a kneeling position. So come onto one knee with your other leg out in front of you so you look like you're proposing. I want you to tuck your tail under. So squeeze your glutes tight, tuck your tail under, press forward just slightly, and you're going to feel that stretch on the top of your hip. Really good focused hip flexor stretch. If you want to take this deeper, you can back yourself up to a wall so your foot is pulled up to a wall behind you, or you can actually reach back and grab your heel and pull it into your glute. But no matter what, keep your tailbone tucked under, glutes tight. Big deep breaths. Gently release that foot if you've got a hold on it. Let's switch legs. Tuck your tail under, press forward just gently. Reach back if you can, or you can back yourself up to a wall. That works too. Grab that foot, pull it into your hip. This is one of those stretches that if you consistently suffer from some low back pain, if you really, really focus on this one and do this consistently, a lot of that back pain might just go away. Depending on the type of low back pain, but this is kind of one of those universal stretches that releases a lot of that tension that can contribute to that tight, kind of bunched up low back. Let's finish with a good thread the needle stretch, one of my favorites. Back down on your hands and knees. We're going to reach one arm really far under, pushing it out to the side, and then at the very last second, lay back and down onto that shoulder. Should feel like your body is just kind of tucked under and to the side. It's a challenging position to keep focusing on your diaphragmatic breathing, the breath that comes from your low chest, from your diaphragm. Press with your hand to rise back up. We're going to go the other direction. Reach under really, really far out to the side. Should feel like you're kind of folded under. Go ahead and gently press yourself back up. Take a nice deep breath, and well done. Good job, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this workout. Hopefully it felt good to push around some weights. Please feel free to come back and revisit this workout at any time. You can challenge yourself a little bit more by trying to use slightly heavier weights, maybe trying to go a little bit slower, a little bit faster, doing one more round of, instead of stopping at 6, go another round of 4. Lots of ways to build onto this one and make it a little bit more progressive and challenging. So good job, you guys. Thanks again for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Okay?